Bor, a town of mining and metallurgy. It's located in an easternmost part of Serbia. The most important part of the town's modern history is closely associated with deposits of copper ore and other metals, and mining has been existing in this region ever since 1903. The future of mining at this moment looks very promising thanks to the Timok project, which includes Čukarupeki deposit, located 6 kilometers to the south from Bor. The entire project is being led by a Serbian company, Rakita, along with its Canadian parent company, Nevsun. The concept through which Rakita is favorably influencing its working, social, and natural environment makes the company socially responsible. Following the tradition of mining companies which invest in the local development and prosperity, Rakita has for years been realizing programs and projects that have an influence on local people and infrastructure. One of the most important projects in 2017 is the IT Entrepreneurship Project, which has helped 120 unemployed individuals gain knowledge of information technologies, and some of them have already started their own business.
Ja sam se prijavila za obuku internet marketinga.
I applied for a training course in online marketing, and following the completion of training, I managed to get my own working space at a recently opened IT center, and I am now an occupant of the center.
Radni prostor, tako da sam sada u njemu stanar.
There are more than 6,000 jobless people in Bor, among whom the unemployed women in rural areas are in an especially difficult situation. Through a program called Handicrafts, we have provided necessary education for women who will be occupied with making handicrafts and will be able to sell their articles online.
Meštanke Slatine su dobile jednu divnu priliku.
The women of Slatina were given a wonderful opportunity to virtually return to the past and learn something new about handicraft. During the project, we learned how to craft the articles we hope to sell online and thus earn some money.
The most important segment in the development of the IT Entrepreneurship Project are the handicrafts and the project sustainability. It means that by educating people who attended our training courses, we have actually facilitated their self-employment or the creation of the new jobs. Consequently, we are achieving the primary goal of our strategy, which is to contribute to the local community as much as possible.
A wildfire, which recently hit an acacia forest near Slatina village, has brought a lot of trouble to local beekeepers, whose production suffered greatly. In order to mitigate the ensuing shortage of honey plants, Rakita decided to support the revival of beekeeping as an important sector of the economy by donating honey plants, seedlings, fuel, and fertilizers.
Thanks to this donation from Rakita, in the coming year we will have a greater yield of honey and earn more from the sale of our products.
In addition to sustainable programs and projects aimed at job creation, Rakita has made a number of significant donations over the course of 2017 in the areas of healthcare and education. The General Hospital in Bor received a donation thanks to which there is no more need to send patients to larger medical centers outside of Bor for complex urologic surgery.
This donation is a continuation of cooperation between the urological department of the Bor Hospital and Rakita. This cooperation has been active for the past 7 to 8 years, during which period the Bor Hospital has cooperated with Rakita in general.
Our priority, besides healthcare, is education. The company has provided students of 4 primary schools with robots for programming, which will be used for education on a daily basis. The central scientific event in 2017 was the Festival of Science, which was organized with support and assistance from Rakita. Almost 3,000 students and their parents had the opportunity to see about 300 scientific experiments in several towns. Rakita also supported the organization of the International Conference on Mining and Metallurgy. 250 scientists from 30 countries demonstrated their knowledge and technological achievements. Investment in future generations, as well as transfer of knowledge and experience, is a special segment of Rakita's socially responsible business practice. In that regard, we organized a professional orientation for 8th grade students who were introduced to all types of activities at Rakita. When it comes to environmental protection, we are particularly proud of our initiative to clean up the coastal area of the Brestovac and Bor rivers together with local residents. The action was supported by the municipal government of Bor, public communal enterprises, private companies, as well as NGOs. A great number of people took part and more than 200 cubic meters of garbage was collected. Good communication with local authorities, village communities, landowners affected by the project, NGOs, and media has been the foundation of our successful realization of the project so far. Harmonious interaction, along with a regular exchange of information, is beneficial to everyone involved.
I signed a land selling contract with Rakita. I am satisfied with the agreement and they pay me the full amount at the agreed price very quickly and on time.
We organized open houses for the local residents. More than 300 visitors were welcomed and informed about current and future activities on the project.
We are very grateful to Rakita for the organization of an open house and meeting with residents. Now that it's obvious that the meeting was attended by many people, that people seem very interested and that they came in great numbers to learn more about the Čukaru Peki project. This action is really great. Rakita has positively responded every time to calls from our local community to inform our residents about the Čukaru Peki project through this kind of communication and meetings. From the very beginning of Rakita's activities in this area, we have been well informed about the project and we have maintained a really good cooperation with the company.
The most important segment of informing and communicating with local residents is Rakita's Info Center. Opened since April 2014, it helps people learn all they need to know about the Timok project. 8,500 visits have been registered so far. Every visit is considered highly important and treated with maximum attention. Apart from this, people can get all important information on the company's website as well.
In 2017, we have accomplished all our plans, and one important thing in that regard is that all these plans have been accomplished in cooperation with the local government, the local community, and NGOs. We intend to act in the same way next year too.
For the benefit of both the mine opening project and the local community, Rakita, a socially responsible company.